Hey y'all, hey, it's your friend Patty with Giddy Things. Welcome back for day 250, excuse me, 8, I think, of our 5-minute in-name only exercise encouragement. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I am doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, my Zepbound shot yesterday. It's so funny when I'm like, let's appear as normal as we possibly can. I'm not complaining, y'all. I'm not complaining. I made the decision to, look at my little baby hairs growing out. I made the decision to be on GLP-1, and just the chronic illness that I have, one of the things that happens is I have a highly, highly industrious immune system. And so it really does kick in when it thinks anything is doing something it shouldn't be, if that makes sense. So I am going to show you a few clips of some other things, and then I will come back to say ta-ta for now. I'm doing well. Well, my goodness, we are on the final week of page 1 of the scrap a day. So let's catch up a little bit. I think, you know, these are kind of self-explanatory, beautiful. This is shiny. This one came from a sticker, I think, on it. Did it? Was it a sticker? I think it was a sticker on a letter that I received from a pen pal. And then this is from the envelope that Mom and Dad, Nana and Granddad sent us our cards in from England. And, ooh, this one slipped down. I must have. That's today, and that is from a card that a Christmas exchange card pal sent me. Christmas card exchange, yeah. So there we go. Pretty. Not a lot. I didn't do a lot today. So yeah, we'll see how things are tomorrow. I do feel better than I did earlier. And it's all about positive energy, isn't it, my friends? So tomorrow is the Disembodied Voice's birthday. Don't be like that. Birthdays are a privilege, sir.
Well, I mean, just
What?
rigmarole.
There is no rigmarole. There is no rigmarole. You sound like my mama. That's not a bad thing. Rigmarole. Can I tell everybody how old you're going to be? How young you're going to be?
Sure.
61. 61 and never been finer. That's true, you know. I'm going to have to turn off the video. We're funny. Anyway, I'm blushing a little bit. So are you. So yeah.
I'm not blushing.
Yes, you are blushing a little. A little.
You can't see in this light.
You're right, I can't see. Oh, he knows I can't see. We had a stink bug on the wall, and I couldn't see that. I had to put it, and then he had to go get it because you know what's going to happen if there's a stink bug somewhere? It's going to end up on me, isn't it? Yeah.
They like you.
They do like me. Gravy. Spiders, too. Spiders love me.
I'm flies.
And flies. And I am particularly, stink bugs freak me out because they're kind of low-key prehistoric looking, and the way they move and just they stink. Well, they don't stink until they get upset, but I had one recently stink on me because it got upset and I didn't know it was on me. But flies, man, we know their diet. That's all I'm going to say. I won't be any grosser than that. So how are y'all doing today? How are things after Thanksgiving? Did you have leftovers that you ate for a while? Or did everybody eat everything up and you're gearing up now for Christmas? I know, but he's the one who has to do all the cooking. If we could find a place open that we all liked, we would go. I mean, it's just 4 of us, you know, so, and the boys, as long as they eat and they don't have to pay for it, they're
You just
fine.
have pizza, though.
I can't have pizza.
Well, whatever.
Well, yeah, whatever I could have. They could have pizza. But that's not, you know, we're going to end up doing what we always do. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it could change. I feel like we're open to change. But I feel like this was the consensus at Thanksgiving, is that we would see if there were any Chinese restaurants open. And even though I would have to be super careful, but I can think of a few things I could have. And if we went to the one we're thinking about, they probably, it's traditional enough that they could probably make me anything anyway I wanted. Because when we lived in Pennsylvania, we used to go to a grocery store called Martin's, and in the back of Martin's there was a wonderful deli, and they had a Chinese restaurant low key in the back. There were places you could sit if you wanted to, but pretty much on Fridays, I would say almost every Friday, unless we were planning to go to IKEA in Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
we went to this place. It was really low cost too. That was a really good deal. And for we would get the entrees, and they would make it for me just plain with nothing on it, and they would give me a no MSG sauce on the side, and it was super good. So we would eat half of it that night, and then we'd have the next half for lunch the next day.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good and fresh. It was really, really fresh. And it was funny because, y'all, being from the South, and the disembodied voice was in the South for a long time. And then when he was in England, of course, they have delicious street food and stuff that you could get. It was so good. And his mom's a really good cook. And so it was, and he's a really good cook. But honestly, in Pittsburgh, well, in Pittsburgh, if you went to Pittsburgh, we were about an hour north of Pittsburgh. If you went there was tons of good food to get. But right where we were living, it was a lovely place, and it was such a lovely experience, but just not heavy on restaurants. Like, we would go every now and then. We were 16 miles away from Puxatawney, where the groundhog is, and we would sometimes go to Punxsutawney Phil's and eat, which was really good.
Well, it was good till I got fries on my
He
salad.
ordered a salad and got French fries on his salad. That's just a thing that they did. It's one of those things where, people make like meat pies that have everything in it because people would go to coal mines and things. Well, that's just one of the things in that area that's regional. They had that. They had a really good buffet with really good low sneeze guards called Eaton Park. Eaton Park was fun. And
Mm-hmm.
the handy helper liked Eaton Park a lot because it had like
Those cookies
cookies. Yeah, that's right. You got a cookie every time, didn't you? And that was
on
really
your
good.
way out.
And then where else did we go? I would when I was in school, I would in at grad school when I was doing the PhD program there, I would with my friends, we would sometimes go to Romeo's downtown in Indiana, Pennsylvania. It's where we were. Which, if you like It's a Wonderful Life, Indiana, Pennsylvania is the hometown of the great Jimmy Stewart. And it is like there's parts of it that are like a shrine to him, which is phenomenal. What a great guy he was, and what a great movie that is. That's one of those movies where you cry when it's happy. Because at the end, it's very, very happy, and that's when you're always like, and I still do because it's so wonderful. It's a wonderful movie because it's a wonderful life. But sometimes there was a an Indian restaurant there, wasn't there, that was really
Mm-hmm.
good. We'd have that sometimes. And of course, the disembodied voice cooked a lot at home. But just as far as going out, there really wasn't much of a place to go. They do. Oh my gosh, though, the
Well,
ice
that local
cream.
restaurant was
The
good.
local, the one across from the college.
No, the one down in.
Oh yeah, how could I leave that one out? We lived in a little place called Home, Pennsylvania. There's an X-Files episode about Home, Pennsylvania, but it has nothing to do with the actual Home, Pennsylvania. It's a lovely little hamlet, and there was a nice little restaurant at the bottom of the street. And to be honest, we don't really go out to eat very much anyway, but we would go there sometimes when your mom and dad came. We would go there.
Well,
Um,
like we go on Friday nights.
I'll be right back because the handy helper is here and I want to say goodnight. We visited with the handy helper for a minute and we are now going to go to sleep. So, well, I'm probably going to read on my Kindle, but I think the disembodied voice may already be in dreamland and he totally deserves it. He was so busy. So I hope you're doing something today to remind yourself of how special you are. Hope you know how loved you are. I certainly love you so much. And please do continue to go with me in peace and love to serve others. Pray for the whole wide world with a special intention for Ukraine.